Yeah, I just thought I'd go do a live video really quickly tonight. Just to say, well, maybe just to check how everyone is doing. I did a live kite get together, maybe like just 5 minutes ago. We all got very emotional. I think the connection was so deep, and the challenges and struggles that people are going through, the challenges that people are going through are so real, and it'll hit your heart. And it hit mine. And it just reminded me one person, and I always share that. So because if this message would reach as one person who will stumble upon this, and you might find, I don't know, encouragement or inspiration, or just have a reason to be able to, to keep going, then that would have made my work worth it. All the effort to, to try and reach people. And I was reminded of that just tonight. I was hit really, really hard, and this is from someone from, not from Manila even, well, people not even from here, um, and I think so many people are going through, like it could be mental health challenges, it could be just challenges in general in life, and not a lot of people get to connect with them, or get to connect with you if you're watching this. I'll leave this as a replay, and it gets very difficult. Sinabi nga nung nag-share, like, many times he doesn't know where to get support. He doesn't know where to go, or who to talk to. Parang he feels like he's on his own. Has anyone ever felt that? And I just got that really hit me so much, because I know what that feels like. And naalala ko lang na, well, that's why we were talking about this in John D. Martini's class. What are your voids, and what are your, like, what are your top values in life? Why are you doing what you're doing? And I was just reminded about that life can get very scary many, many times, diba? Nakakatakot to go through life, and to just be supported by one person who will listen, or encourage you, or I don't know, pray for you, or be with you, or just I don't know, just maybe journey with you. It's powerful. And I think, I've always asked this, like, I don't know, for those of you who are watching, but I've always asked this. I go like, what is my purpose for being here today, like this moment? And I'm always going through these, these. It's a state of overanalyzing and overthinking life. It's just really asking, can I connect to God, like, at this moment? Can I connect to Source at this moment? And if I get to connect, how would I be used to my maximum potential? For taking up space here. And it's always been about reaching out to people and trying to share encouragement, trying to share joy, and trying to share hope for a lot of people. Madaming tao, I think, especially now that there's going to be more, more uncertainty for so many people, frustration and anger and fear for so many people. But if wala kang isang taong matinong kausap, na-experience na ba yan? Wala kang kahit isang matinong kausap. It's challenging. It's difficult. But there are those people who you can get to connect. And everyone was just saying thank you for being there in the meeting tonight. I hope you guys get to join. And if you're watching this, hindi ka nakasali kanina, I do hope, send me a message. I'd love to have you there on the next one. You're not gonna walk away from that meeting not being encouraged, not being inspired, not feeling great. You're gonna be, I don't know, just in a space where you're gonna feel just really good about yourself and life, and you're gonna want to share it. I think that's the best way I can explain Life Kite and what we're trying to do. It also made me realize ang dami-dami pang tao that, that are, we can still reach, we can still support, we can still encourage, and we're trying our best. We're trying our best, and especially those times where you feel like you're not making an impact anymore. Those are the times that it's so important for you to keep going, because you might not see it. I remember this in one of my coaching classes, where just because you don't see it with your senses, hindi mo siya na-experience, it doesn't mean that it's not there. You might not experience it with your five senses. Hi, Rhoda. Thanks for being here. But it's definitely, it's either it's there, you're hindi mo siya nakikita, or it's on its way, and it's powerful as long as you don't give up, right? Many people are losing hope. I think that's the message I also wanted to share tonight. Many people are losing hope. Many people are going to the quote unquote dark side, um, and a lot of fear still. A lot of fear, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I'm saying for those, there are people who can handle all this stuff that's happening. They've built their adversity quotient, their emotional quotient is quite high. Kaya nila to, but there are people who are just not built for this. People are getting, well, for sure, depressed. People are getting anxious, because there's also, again, the threat of you getting sick, but there's also the threat of people that you love getting sick. And I've shared this in the class. Like, members of my family have come out positive, with this disease. Friends of mine, three of them at this exact moment, are also positive. And then, but also on that same note, and they're okay, they're okay. So, but I have to keep reminding people. But on that same note, it's still so important not to lose sight of the good in life. This is not false positivity, it's not fake positivity, but it's so important to be able to spot what you can see that is good in your life. Ginawa ko tong live kanina. Because if you're only going to flood yourself with so much fear and anxiety and anger during this time, it's not going to help you. It never will help you. Especially medium to long term. Maybe in the short term you're reactive, but it's not going to help you long term. So, again, I'm sending this message to that one person who might be watching this, and you feel like you're alone. You feel like you need someone to. You feel like people maybe can't understand you. I'd love to connect with you. I'd love to have a chat with you. I mean, send me a message. A lot of people, they're not sharing because there's so much shame. Nahihiya tayo to share to people. Feeling natin magiging pabigat tayo. But when we also have breakdowns, I guess a lot of people will relate to this. Like, you don't know who to call, you don't know who to talk to, because you don't know if you're going to be judged, you don't know if they're going to listen. It's so important, and that's why I created Life Kite. It's so important to be able to help people, to support you when you're going through those challenges that you're going through, and to get a fresh perspective on your very perhaps unique life situation. Next month, I'm inviting all of you, April 16, 17, and 18, to go through this online journey with me. It's going to be 3 days and 3 hours per day. Guaranteed, it's going to be an emotional roller coaster for you. But the online experience is life changing. It's life transforming. You can just ask the people who joined me for an hour and a half. Oh, we actually went for 2 hours tonight. Because we're talking about real life. We're talking about real life stories. And this is something that you're going to be able to use, for the rest of your life. So I do hope you guys come through. You're going and sinasabi ko, for those who are skeptical or not sure, I just say just attend the first 15 minutes of the class. And if you don't like it, if it doesn't resonate, then drop out. No offense will be taken. You're free to go if it does not have an impact on you. But if it does, then I'm encouraging people to share it to more people so we can reach out. There's a lot of abuse happening. There's a lot of trauma that people are going through. There's a lot of baggages from the past na bit pa din ng sobrang daming tao. And we don't know how to deal with this darkness. We don't know how to deal with this anger. We don't know how to deal with the shame and the addictions, whatever it is. And my hope is, if you're hearing this message or if you're watching this, that you get to come through. You get to experience something that is literally life-changing and life-transforming. I hope to see you guys really soon, either in one of these meetings that I do, Life Guide. I want to do another one next weekend, or maybe middle of this week. Send me a message if you're interested, or come through the program April 16, 17, and 18. God bless you guys.